Most people set goals and resolutions every year. Few people quit before even they start. Few people quit half the way. And very few people achieve the goals or resolutions at the end. Why is that? Few people only able to achieve? Because they shifted their identity. It's not just they framed the goals, but rather they changed their identity to achieve their goals or to achieve their resolutions. Goal is just the intention. So if you set the intention, you're not going to achieve anything unless you change your identity that aligns with the goal. Hi, I'm Lakshmi, pharmacist and inspirational coach and the creator of P.A.R.T.S alignment method. Today, I will speak to you how you can create long-lasting change that brings identity shift, that brings the change in your thoughts, that brings the change in your habits, and the habits brings the action. Action make you to achieve your goal or achieve your resolutions. So I'm going to show you how you can change the identity. We call them identity shift. Identity is your foundation. Identity is your operating system. Once you change your operating system, once you change the foundation, you can get the everlasting changes in you. If you say, I'm confident, this is just the intention that you want to feel confident, but it's not going to make anything to feel confident. But if you say, you're going to trust in your abilities, you trust in your inner wisdom, that creates the identity for you. That creates the thoughts change in you. That creates the habits changing in you. That makes you to take actions that make you to feel confident. So this is what we are going to see. How changing the inner goal, intention into your identity so that you can have the everlasting change. Not at the beginning of the year, but throughout the year, whenever you want to have changes happen, you can able to do it. So let's dive into it, how we can do that. Let me give you a couple of examples. If you say, I want to be consistent, it's just a framing or intention that you want to be consistent. But if you say that, I want to follow through every day what matters on a regular basis, that creates the identity shift. Again, that makes you think differently when you say, I'm going to follow through every day on daily basis. That creates the habit change. You started changing the habits and taking actions that follow through to do the everyday changes. And that creates the consistency, which is your intention. So that's what the people who are achieving their goals or resolutions, what they want, they created the identity that aligns with the goal or resolution. They have it. But the problem is, when you have the identity, when you create the identity, there can be two parts that can be challenging you. One part that want to have that identity. One part doesn't want that identity. Because each part has their own intentions, but they are all positive intentions. There is no harm from them. In their point of view, there are good intentions. For example, the part that want to be confident, want you to speak clearly and opinionated when you have to express your opinions. And it want to feel you are to believe in your abilities. It want to believe in your wisdom so that you can speak up whenever it's necessary. But the other part that doesn't want you to be confident, it doesn't want you to feel rejected by the people laughing at you, or people might be making fun of you. It doesn't want to be get rejected. It doesn't want to be get embarrassed or feel ashamed. That's the intention of it. Why it doesn't want you to go and be confident. So these two parts, The different intentions, but both of them has a good intentions to protect you. How you bring them into, I talked to you in my previous video, how you have to sit with these two parts and talk to them what they need from you. Just like if you remember from my last video, how I told, if you have two children want to do two different things at a time, how you sit with them and how you bring the harmony between them with the resolution. The same thing you are going to do with your parts. And then you come up with the identity shift. For example, I am confident. And once you listen to these parts, that one want to be confident, that doesn't want to be confident, bring the intention together, and probably you can form the identity shift as I am trusting in my abilities. Slowly, I'm getting there. So that's what going to be the identity shift. So come up with what is the resolution you want to have for this year. How do you want to write it as an identity shift for you? So that it changes your thoughts, it can change your habits, and you can start taking action towards that goal or resolution. Take another example. I want to be consistent. Right, I did talk about that. I want to be consistent. But rather than, that's just the intention, you want to be consistent. But rather you would say, I want to follow up every day the things that I want to do on regular basis. That's the identity shift for you. So you started doing the things on regular basis. So here also there are two parts. One wants you to be consistent, another part doesn't want you to be consistent. The parts that you want to be consistent because it wants to grow, it wants you to achieve something better than what you are now. But the other part, it's part that doesn't want to be consistent or resistant to it is. It's getting overwhelmed. It feels that it might be overworking or hard working, and it might be fearing of the past failures. So it doesn't want you to be consistent. No matter how much hard work you're going to do, you're going to fail no matter what. So just relax, not to do anything. No, you don't have to be consistent. That's the part is might say to you. But sit with these two parts that want to be consistent, that part doesn't want to be consistent, and listen what they want to tell you. And you might be surprised what they would tell you, and bring the resolution between these two parts. And now you frame the identity shift, whatever the way, how you want it, rather than just the intention of the goal, but rather you create the identity. I want to follow up on every day what matters to me. That's what you can come up with. Probably better than that. So listen to your parts and come up with. But everything can be achievable. Your parts are not your enemies. Those are inner parts of you. Once they aligned, you can be unstoppable, whatever you want to achieve in your life. If you want to be coached on one-to-one, please email me at inspireyou2526@gmail.com. If you want more videos like this, please subscribe on my channel. Wish you all very happy, healthy, prosperous 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you all.